it's really radical to, I believe, in this world and this current context, to love fearlessly. And I think that radical love, empathy is what we really need. And generally, I have always found that women tend to have ferocious love for one another and empathy. Okay, so hi, my name is Minal. I come from Colombo, Sri Lanka. I am an artist and I use art as a medium to inspire change. I have two different types of artwork that I do. Uh, One is my own personal work, which looks at really different concepts and issues, but a large part and portion of that is to talk about women's issues, feminist issues, and women's rights. But another part of it is working with communities, particularly underprivileged women. And this I do as an ambassador for the Fearless Collective, which is a community of artists all over South Asia that paint beautiful murals of women, particularly underrepresented or marginalized women, on the streets of all across the world. When it comes to gender-based violence in my country, I believe in my context, I do come from a very patriarchal country. We might call ourselves progressive, but at the end of the day, women are always second in line to men. According to the UNFPA report, 1 in 4 women in Sri Lanka have faced gender-based violence. And violence can take different forms, right? So it could be actual physical violence, sexual violence, but there's also taking away a woman's agency and controlling behavior. We also have several communities in Sri Lanka that suffer from gender-based issues. Particularly, I want to talk about the plantation Tamils. These are women and men who were brought during colonial rule by the British to work on the plantations from South India. And these communities remain some of the most disenfranchised communities still to date. In particularly, it is the women who do a lot of the work. It is the women who pluck the tea, not the men. And it is unfortunately the women who also have to deal with rising levels of gender-based violence in their communities. These different communities are trying to create change in a positive way. Unfortunately, it is a long game in Sri Lanka because these are also norms and cultural values that we are questioning right now, and that takes a long time to change. It's absolutely necessary for the government as well as all the organizations that do most of the brunt work to keep investing their time and attention and funding into making sure that women have a platform to work and to live their own lives without being dependent. More times than not, we are suspicious of other communities, and this is what is getting in our way. I think as women, we all need to come together from different walks of life and different communities to really push for change and to get our voices heard resoundingly loud and clear, so that the government also takes us seriously as well as all the different stakeholders. So because of that, for sure, we all need to get together and work together. And this is one of the reasons I do use art, to be able to bring social change through art, to be able to bridge the gaps visually between communities and languages. Art really plays an important role there, and I'm hoping that I can inspire some women to change their lives for the better.